love for food led her to her dream career. Take a look at this.
My passion for cooking started since I was very little. I was a baby and I always loved to eat. As a kid, I never wanted Barbies. I didn't want normal toys. What I wanted was blenders in the kitchen. One of my defining moments was back in high school. I got into a cooking class by mistake. There was no turning back from there. I knew I wanted to be a chef. My mom's kitchen soon became a lab for testing recipes. So I entered a million competitions and I won a lot of them. And that really got the ball rolling. When I was 19, I was invited to cook at the United Nations, making me the youngest chef to ever cook there. And it was a major, major breakthrough for me. I cooked for John Travolta. I cooked for Will Smith, P. Diddy. They love wholesome food and they love real food. And that's what I'm about. I think that cooking is like the most humble art. I mean, you're cooking food and you're giving it to somebody. I'm constantly entertaining because I love it. And I love to invite people over. It creates beautiful memories, and that's what I love to do, is bring people beautiful memories through food, you know, through flavor.
Please welcome Adrianne to the show. You were going to college for something else, were you not?
No, actually, you know, my parents always thought of me being like a lawyer, a doctor, a teacher, something that, you know, like the professional path.
What's your dad do for a living?
He's an engineer for Johnson & Johnson.
What's your mom do for a living?
She's a professional hairdresser.
Okay, so both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
So your family expected you to be somewhere in between that.
In between, yeah.
Going to college, probably an engineer.
4-year degree or more, maybe a master's, a PhD. And one day, I was in a cooking class by mistake in high school. And Johnson & Wales University pops in to do a demonstration, and I was like, wow, that's it. That's my calling. I knew that that was what I wanted to do for the rest of my life, for sure.
It was cook.
It was cook, yeah.
Then you started cooking at what age were you?
14 is what, professionally. Yeah.
And then you started entering competitions at what age? 16. And just list for them a little bit of these accomplishments that you've had.
At 16, I was named top 10 in the state of Florida. At age 17, I was named top 10 in the United States. And by 19, I was cooking at the UN and the World Series.
And the World Series.
Yeah.
And now, you cook for everybody. John Travolta, who else you cook?
Will Smith, P. Diddy, you know.
P. Diddy? Does he cook food? I thought he just drink champagne. He does eat caviar and champagne? That's all he sings about.
He loves apple pies.
Apple pies, and you make apple pies. So now, is there one particular thing that you like to cook?
Well,
how old are you now, right now?
Now I'm 22.
And you have your own huge catering business and books out right now. This is your new book, right?
Yeah.
Maximum Flavor?
Yeah, Maximum Flavor. And that's exactly what I say that I base my cooking on. I don't have a specialty where I say I cook Japanese or Italian or something. I cook maximum flavor. It's a technique. It's a habit.
And in this technique, one of the things that you do, and I'm very impressed by, because number one, your book, I had to look to see myself. You have no pictures, or a little bit of pictures of food, of the final prepared food. You have pictures of all the stuff, the ingredients.
Yes.
But you don't like to put pictures of final food.
I don't.
Why?
Because I think, in part, that's lying. You know, cooking is a humble art. And I want, for example, for you, if you went and cooked out of my cookbook, I want you to feel super proud of what you did. You invited your friends over, you invited your family, and you created this beautiful moment with food. And I don't want you to compare it to something that's been styled. I think it's wrong.
And talk about the style thing for a second, because a lot of people don't even know this. You know, kitchens, there's a chef, there's a sous chef, there's the people who handle it, and then there's another person over there who's the artist. They don't even know how to cook. No. Homie's just taking your piece of meat and moving it with some plastic gloves into the middle of the plate and going,
exactly.
Let me try this, man. Pretty stick it out. You think the chef did it, right?
Right. You think they did, and they didn't.
The better it starts to look, the worse it tastes. If it just slopped on a plate and you know somebody really, that's some good food. It's like Mom did it, right? When did your mother ever draw pictures around the side of the plate? I'm going to take a break. We'll be back right after this, right? Mama didn't do that. You're going to cook something for us today, right?
Yes, we're going to do bacon wrapped sea scallops with a mango habanero salsa.
And everybody goes to restaurants and buys them, but everybody's afraid to cook. I'm afraid to cook this because you always either overcook the scallops or you burn them or they come out real dry or tough. What do you got to do?
You're going to see how easy this is. And this is really great to invite people over the house. You know, you're going to start by frying some bacon. Just put it in a pot right here. If you want to
you know, put a little bit of oil into it.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So while that cooks up.
People are already smiling. They smell that bacon grease, boy.
By the way, we're really cooking on this show.
That's true. That's right. Not messing around.
No, you're not messing around.
All right, won't you mess with us while you're doing that?
No. Okay, perfect.
I'll flip the bacon for you.
Okay. We're going to add a little bit of oil here. Just maybe about a tablespoon. A little bit of garlic. This is about also another tablespoon. I like to use elephant garlic.
Ah. Why? Because the flavor's not as sharp, right?
Right, it's a little bit sweeter.
Right.
So it's got a kick to it, but it has like a hidden sweetness. So we're gonna add yellow bell pepper.
Ah.
And I threw in there a tiny habanero for extra kick.
Okay.
Yeah. You like to cook, Montell?
I love to cook.
Now we're gonna season the scallops with a little bit of chef's dust.
What is this now?
That's one of my products, chef's dust.
Chef's dust.
Yes, which is the professional culinary school blend of seasoning. So it's balanced on your palate.
Okay.
So toss that together.
And we can get this at a grocery store near us, or we have to come up with your website to get
My
it.
website, MaximumFlavor.com.
MaximumFlavor.com.
Right, so now
You're
we
just
add...
going to send me a whole bunch of stuff.
Yes, I will.
Right.
I actually brought you some.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. So we add the scallops right into the mix there. You want to mix it?
In the bacon grease?
Right, yeah.
Really?
You want it to grasp that flavor. Scallops are like little sponges.
So this is why I've been messing up, because I've been trying to cook the scallops by themselves.
So now we add lemon juice.
Okay.
That's going to like release all that flavor from the bottom of the pan. Fresh mango. And kind of let that sit out there for a little bit.
Okay.
You see that bright yellow color?
Beautiful.
That's the color of your sauce. Gorgeous. And fresh cilantro. The bacon, you don't want to let it get real crispy.
Okay.
You just want to let it cook through, but not crispy.
You want to put it on a paper towel, or?
We could put it right on the cutting board.
Oh God, is that good?
Perfect, yeah.
Now this was a better piece.
Better piece,
Yeah,
right there.
I should have stayed at that length, huh?
No.
Overcooked a little bit.
No, that's perfect. It's not every day you get bacon cooked by Montell.
It's not, that's right.
Perfect.
I can bring home the bacon, baby.
Yeah. So here, you see, scallops are done. When you see them, they're kind of ripping apart here on the edges. You know that they're finished. They're coming close to an end. They're about 10 seconds away from being done. All right, so these are going to go right here.
Okay.
So just move right here. And your sauce is about done already.
Okay.
So this is, you know, you see it's a quick sauce full of flavor. So.
And guys, wait, we've just done this in about 4 minutes.
It's really easy.
All right.
Okay.
So now we're going to prep this all up, pass it out to our guy. I'm going to take a break. When we come back, we'll pass out and get a little taste testing from some of the people in the audience. Look, I see people going like this. They're back right after this. Well, the book is called Maximum Flavor by Adrianne Calvo. It's an unbelievable book. Again, tell us one more time what you did.
Bacon wrapped sea scallops with a mango habanero salsa.
All right, you know what I'm gonna do? I have some people in the audience who said that they were gonna try them out. So what I'll do is I'll put one scallop on each plate, and we'll run them around. Put a little. You put the amount of salsa on it that you think we should have. We'll do that real quick. We'll get a little taste test happening here.
All right.
Yes.
Here we go.
There you go. If you want to help me out, you can take those over. We have a couple of victims in the audience. I call them victims, but here, try that. This gentleman right here in the front, and that gentleman, that lady in the front. Let's go those two. And all I'm gonna do is shoot your reaction as soon as you put that first bite in your mouth. Put the whole thing in your mouth.
Do what he did.
Let's take a big bite. Whoa. What do you think? Over the top.
Really?
There you go.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Give it up for Maximum Flavor!
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Montell.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
We'll see you again soon, okay?